Bam, 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 bam. What's happening? What up happening? What up happening? Good people. What y'all? I see y'all out there. I see y'all out there. What's happening? What's happening, good people? Y'all know who it is, right? It's me, your homegirl, Ladosha, right? AKA Key Lo Lo. That's right. And then right over here, I got my little ring on. You see that, Cheryl? So I can
Oh,
point with my
you do.
Cheryl ring on, right? My little African Central starter kit jumping off. Right, we got Cheryl Morrow is in the chat, and we are on our 94th episode of the dumbest that people say about black hair. And boy, we have a nice twist to a common topic when it comes to shopping for hair care products. And so it's just it's the bomb.com. So I'm gonna clean off my glasses. So what's happening in San Diego? We got, I think the 49ers are going to the Super Bowl. So the
Yes.
West Coast is all like, yeah, we ready to do this. So how's it going in beautiful? Is it sunny in San Diego or no?
It is 74.
Ain't nobody thinking about Cheryl. Ain't nobody thinking. Come on in, guys. It's me, your homegirl, Ladosha Wright, aka Key Lolo. And we have a wonderful, wonderful episode. I hope you guys will have all of your questions together. Maybe you even have some hair care products. You just wonder, should I stay or should it go? You know what I'm saying? So that always comes up. So here in Cleveland, the weather is it's cloudy. It's just so dreary. It's like whatever. But I have some good news to share with everybody. I guess I might as well tell everybody the good news. And the good news is my son is getting married. Woo! I'm gonna have a daughter-in-law. I'm gonna have me a daughter-in-law. Hey, hey, ho, ho, way to go, go, go. I'm gonna have me a daughter-in-law. And she cool AF. She's absolutely wonderful. And I'm very happy, happy, happy for myself. What's up here, Savant? How are you? So I'm pleased to announce that I am going to be a mother-in-law. Maybe I'll be a grandmother one day.
Oh, God.
I don't know why parents just can't sit still and wait. I was in the bathroom like this. Now, what would my grandbaby call me? What do y'all think my grandbaby should call me? Now, I know I don't have one. I don't have one. But what would be a good grandma name for me?
I got it.
Don't say nothing crazy, LB. I see you in the chat. What would be a good grand? What would you say? I
Lo Lo.
I said crazy. Crazy. That's a good grandma name. I like that. Come on, crazy. Crazy, can you buy some candy? What you got, Cheryl?
Lo Lo.
Lolo. Okay. Okay, Lolo. I like Lolo. All right, all right. Come on in, everybody. Welcome to the 94th episode of the dumbest hoo-hoo that people say about black hair. We're right here live streaming on YouTube. We are also on LinkedIn. What up, LinkedIn? We see how y'all doing out there. And also, we're right here on Facebook Live. So come on in the chat. What's up, Theo? I got your address. I promise I will not pop up at your house. Oh my gosh. Cheryl Basilisco just popped in. Hey, Cheryl. I want to two Cheryls, two great Cheryls. So that's her husband right there, Nuccio. So let me just tell you guys about Nuccio, right? May Nuccio rest in peace. I'm telling you, the industry, we can feel the loss of Nuccio. But let me tell you about Nuccio and his beautiful wife, Cheryl. And her and Cheryl have no relations, by the way. They just have the same names. But so I entered the industry like dumb AF, right? So I came in the industry not as a hairstylist. This is no big secret, okay? And I really didn't know Jack Ruby about hair. And so I went to a hair show, a premier hair show, and I signed up for a business class that was taught none by Nuccio Basilisco, who's Cheryl's husband. And let me just tell you, this man was so profound, so prolific, so down to earth, so damn smart, so damn motivating, so damn invigorating. I mean, they could not get rid of me. And so now at this point, I had learned, hair coloring. Olive Benson had just, made her transition into ancestorship. So I'm sure her and Nuccio is in heaven, like, Ladosha too? Okay. They probably in heaven, like, that girl is something else. So Cheryl, you stuck with me down here in real life. And so I didn't really know like about foil placement and all this stuff. When I tell you their salon is located in Medina, Ohio, which is about like 30 minutes or so outside of Cleveland, and it's called SB Salon, ESBI Salon. I'm telling you, these mofos can color hair. Baby, let me just tell you. I'm here to tell you, you better go check out Cheryl Basilisco and the entire team. Let me tell you, know what their mantra is? Faith. Who does this? Love. Okay. They're all about faith and love. Their hair care products. This ain't a joke. Like everybody out here is all talking about, I'm about to get these coins, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to get paid up in here. No, Nuccio never don't pray that, baby. You in the wrong industry. It's all about faith and love. And it permeates when you go to their salon to train, they treat you like freaking royalty. And so my color placement technique is from Nuccio.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, so this is called the visor. Check that out, Cheryl. So this technique is called the visor. He had video before there was a such thing as a YouTube. Nuccio, I think I even got something up here. Hold on, let me see. I ain't gonna tell no lie. Wait a minute. Hold on, Cheryl. Don't get off the line. Hold on. Here they go, Cheryl. Because they don't believe me. I want to let y'all know I'm not playing up in these YouTube streets. Because I don't want them to think I don't go to school or nothing. Here it go right here. See? Girl, they thought I was playing. Look at this right here. See what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at Nuccio. See how he says go crazy? This man, he loved his career. So when you see all of like my antics and how I'm just like, I love what I do, I'm telling, and Cheryl already know everywhere I go, people are like, where do you learn about hair color? How do you go for advanced training? I'm not knocking these hair care companies, okay? I'm not going to do that. But I'm telling you right now, if you are a licensed cosmetologist,
go to school.
Please, y'all stay off of these damn YouTube channels and go call Cheryl up at SB Salon 440-878-8720. I hope that's still the right number. And they are, well, it might be the wrong number because it says sponsor. But anywho, Cheryl, drop your number in the chat. And so this is volume 1. Check it out. I told y'all SB International Salon, and then I have volume 2. So this is the technique that Nuccio taught, the Reverse Design team. He didn't just teach Ladosha, okay? He said, no, bring your whole salon. And so this was before we had YouTube. We have actual DVDs. And did your dad made DVDs too, right? Your dad made DVDs, Cheryl?
Absolutely.
He did?
Hey, go to school.
Go to school, go to school, go to school. And like we said.
And come on home for the Bronner brother.
Yeah, and come on home for the Bronner brothers. So, so I just had to go ahead on and put that out there in case people really think that I just make this stuff up. I am here to tell you, I am not to the point of my career where I'm just too good to learn, number one. Number two, a lot of times, in the industry, people are always concerned about, if you were not like naturally gifted, you know what I'm saying? Like Cheryl, you were raised into hair elite. I mean, you were birthed in it, so your whole life you had all access. Me, I had none of that. And I'm telling you, when you check out Cheryl Basilisco's in an educational program, they don't care if you're like, you could just be any regular person like me.
Anybody.
And and I've had like probably 3 rounds of teams in the Reverse Design team, and they have trained everybody. I just inbox one of their colleagues to say, hey, Cheryl got some classes because I got a new team. I'm going to come out there, and they just treat you like royalty. And they have hair care products. They have distribution, all that stuff that we talk about here on the dumbest shit that people say about black hair. You got Cheryl Basilisco. Now, in case you guys are wondering, they are not black, but let me tell you, they asses know something about some black hair, okay? Don't let the color fool you. A lot of times we'll do that, and we'll say, well, I don't know, because, they not. Listen, here.
Technique is technique.
Yes.
Technique is technique.
Yes. And she says in the chat that they work, and she spelled the name wrong, but she said they actually worked the Bronner Brothers show, and they actually loved it. She had her team down there. So I'm telling y'all, this is why we have this podcast, so that we can help you guys understand there is a strong community of professional licensed cosmetologists. Cheryl Morrow and Hair Savant, we are not, and Theo, it's not just the four of us, okay? Well, Danny would make five, okay? You got Cheryl Basilisco in the chat, and I'm 23 years in. I don't know how long Cheryl has been doing hair for like ever. They were also a part of us changing the rules here in the state of Ohio, where we galvanize like all of these cosmetologists. They partner with myself, former Senator Shirley Smith. I mean, these are people who really, truly care. And when you are licensed in the industry and you feel like, I don't think I'm good enough. I don't have the support. I promise you, I will put my entire career, my whole life. When I tell you this company right here, SB International Salon, even though this address is outdated, y'all, she put the right one up. Don't look at that address. Let me just cover that up, okay? Oops, wrong side. Okay. These people are the 100% absolute truth. I promise you on everything I own, and I'm not just trying to do a shameless plug. I'm just telling you what I know. What, as we say, Dr. Oya Ma'at says, speaking truth to power. And she says, as a matter of 40 years is what they have in the game. 40 years. That's about how old you are, right? That right, Cheryl?
Can we get some sound effects? Yeah.
Can we get some sound? Hold on. Let me get some sound effects on that. Hold on. Wait a minute, Cheryl, before you up on the plane. All right. 40 years in the game. All right. So a lot of times, you think that you're in this situation by yourself. You're not. You are not by yourself. And this is why we have these podcasts. This is why Cheryl is making herself accessible to us and teaching us via, Afro hair science. We have the relaxer advocates. Cheryl, we've done a lot in these 2 short years that we've known each other. We're working on the laws. And that's one thing that I also learned in working with Nuccio and Cheryl. Is like what they teach you, it kind of it resonates with the stuff you're taught at home. Like if you're not part of the solution, then you're part of the problem. And we hope that after you watch the podcast tonight and the live stream, that you will see that we are going to offer you guys some great solutions as we discuss our 94th episode, which is about making better choices. How can you, the consumer, make better choices in that store, in that hair salon, beyond how much it costs and whose name is on it? Because that's something that people really they love to talk about that. When it comes to hair care products, they always want to talk about what does it cost and who's the manufacturer. Well, there's a lot more to hair care products than the cost and who's the manufacturer. Now, y'all know me, I'm the shit starter, right? So Cheryl, she got all the clout, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna bring up all the poo-poo, right? And then Cheryl is gonna go ahead on and dig us out of some of this crazy stuff. And so Luana, we got some folks in the chat. So again, we have Cheryl Basilisco. We got Miss Luana. What's up, LB? She says she needs some help with that TWA. That means teeny weeny afro. Oh snap! My real boss is in the chat. Come on, y'all, drop them what? L's. What's up? My boss, Lavina, is in the chat. So we're going to go ahead and drop the L's. Also, we have Theo. We have Hair Savant. Eileen. What's up, Eileen from South Carolina? Come on, boo. How you doing? Where's she at? Where she go? There she is. Eileen be dropping some mad knowledge in the chat. I love when you come through because you be all intelligent and shit. What's up, Eileen? And then, of course, we got our virtual co-host, Miss Sandra. We love to have you guys in the chat. We appreciate you so much. And again, this is our 94th episode, and we're going to be talking about something absolutely wonderful. You guys are going to love it, and it's from another angle. But before we hop into that, let's go a little bit, since I gave SEC Mom the intro.
Right, we need to get our song or no?
Huh?
Our song.
Yeah, y'all want to hear the song? I was going to skip the song.
Maybe Miss Basilisco ain't heard our song.
All right. Well, we're going to play we got our own.
You gotta hear this song, man. It's
Hold on. Oh, here we go. It's called
You can play it in your salon, too.
Let Me Do Your Hair, and it's by the eloquent, beautiful songstress, Ms. Rachel Evans. So as you guys come on in, get your Kool-Aid, and write down. I'm gonna put up Cheryl's information so you guys can write it down. Call her up, check her out. Absolutely wonderful. And again, sister, let me do your hair. Oh, what's happening? They said play that funky music, black girl. Hey. Ooh, sister, you are beautiful. All right now. Hi, Cheryl. Thank you so much for stopping in. I'll be so very happy if you would let me do your. Man, I wish I could sing, y'all, but I can't sing. Woo! Oh. Notice we got our little pantomimes going on, our lip syncing. Let us do your hair. Come on in and relax. Get your coffee or tea or water.
And you can put that on there and drive up the coast.
Get your little boo thing. I'll be so very happy if you would let me do your hair. Come on, let us do your hair. Let me do your hair. Woo! Woo!
They don't know nothing about that.
Hey, come on. Hey! All right. The sexy saxophone.
That's too sexy.
It's so sexy. And I like the way he's just like. And let me do your hair. It's a nice music to listen to while you're getting your hair did. And let me do your hair. All right now. All right. It was a consensus. Play the song, Lo Lo. Play that funky music, black girl. All right, now we're talking about
Okay, let's get
Rachel
into it.
Evans, sister. Let me do your hair, and don't forget, guys, you can hear it here. But if you just want your own copy, all you have to do is hop over to Amazon Prime, and you can pay for that download. And Rachel Evans would definitely appreciate the support because indie artists out here are really, they're just dedicated to the craft. And they just, how they say, love making music for the love of music. Rest in peace, Jay Spencer. I used to love, I listened to Jay Spencer like it was no tomorrow, okay? So again, we are on our 94th episode of the dumbest that people say about black hair. We got some new cousins that came through. Oh, what's up, Michelle Allen, Maria Jones? How you guys doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. You
Some
are
claps, some
for a
claps. We gotta get some claps. Come on now, come on now, King.
I gotta get it.
Come
Hold
on
on, hold on.
now.
I'm getting it. I'm getting
Give
it.
him a shout out. Give him a shout out.
There we go. There we go. All right. Y'all support deserves an encore. What's your one? Deserves an encore. All right now. We appreciate you guys so much for being a part of the America's Favorite
All
Podcast
y'all, all
family.
y'all.
Yeah, we love you guys so very much. This is not a joke, all right? By the way, our virtual host, Miss Sandra E., she says now is a good time for you guys to please hit the. There they go, right there. You see that, Sandra? They hit. I saw it pop up, and so Sandra appreciates you guys very, very much. And so we're gonna hop into the topic, but before we hit that topic, some of these current events you're gonna love these, show. Okay, number one, check this out. Now they're moving from relaxers to being bad for your health, and now they're moving over to hair dye. Okay, what's going on, Cheryl? Come on, everybody in the chat, because people color their hair at home. What are we missing? What's going on? Is this bad journalism? Do people have a right to? I mean, it's almost like the boy who cried wolf. If you keep saying everything is bad, then when something is bad, nobody's gonna believe it, right? So what the French toast and bologna sandwich is going on here?
Well, it's the clean beauty world, the clean beauty lobbyists, the clean beauty push. And here we go again. We're not having any meetings of the mind inside of the beauty industry. And so New York Times and all of the other journalists, the question, when you ask a question like that, is, then of course everyone that opens up the floodgates for subsequent content, everybody else to write about it. But
Well, it sure is. I got it.
come on, hairstylists, come on,
Yeah.
consumers. This isn't a
Hairstyle. We have quite a few hairstylists in the chat. Do you guys buy this? Are you wondering? Do you guys think that dyeing hair is bad for your health? I
here.
read the article, and they're talking about breathing in, like the way hair dye smells. Um,
The
and yeah,
vapors.
vapors. Yeah, can you feel me? Nothing can save you. This is the season for catching the vapors. So, how many hairstylists, if you're watching this now or post live, do you believe that dyeing hair is bad for your health? I've not been in it as long as Cheryl, who just signed off, 40 years, and I've not colored hair the entire 23 years. And I do go to the doctor. I've not had. I don't. I think
At the bottom, it says, "Here's what the research suggests."
Yeah, I don't know these researchers.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Yeah.
what were you going to say something about that?
I'm just basically saying I don't know if they're actually doing it on, but just probably paraphrasing, and probably I think what they do is that they'll go look under the material data sheet of the actual ingredient or the
Mm-hmm.
subsequent ingredients that could be in hair color, and then they go and write about what the chemical could potentially do.
Okay. Well, we need to be informed.
They're kind of detached from the actual service and the
Yeah.
minutes of
Because hair
exposure.
coloring, I don't know what year hair coloring was invented, but it was definitely in the early, was it the late 1800s, early 1900s?
Oh
So,
no, it's thousands. I mean, you have
uh,
to understand, you only going back to little old piece of America. You got to go back to, all of the Eastern
Egypt.
countries.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you go back that far, it's been around this before Jesus Christ. So, uh, I'm just
And then,
saying.
and then, of course, then they're saying, oh, well, that was henna, and that was this or that or this. But,
It was
again,
color nonetheless. All right, okay. So here's one that I think you might really like. Check this out. You guys are gonna like this one. A hairy truth about your sense of touch. So researchers showed, and this came up in the Afro Hair Summit. Y'all should have been there. That cells in your hair follicles release important chemical messengers in response to gentle touches to your skin. Now that's not bogus. So Cheryl, talk a little bit about that hair. What do you think about that research?
then that gives it credence to the nervous system. Um, I know we always talk about, the scalp and hair in terms of bloodstream, but you got thousands of neurons in your scalp. But and two, for today's subject, also we use touch to govern what is thick, what is slick, what is soft, what is hydrated, what is moisturized, and of course, touch could be deceiving, of course,
Yeah.
but we do integrate touch to determine if our hair is conditioned or not, or you know, and all those little sensory modalities that we use. Touch is definitely number one.
Okay. All right. So, by the way, this is all in New York Times. If you want to go in and check that out. And then, last but not least, Cheryl talked about this a little bit. Don't
Oh
forget.
my goodness.
You need to, if you haven't, if you live nearby, if you want to fly in like me and Cheryl and I, we are going to fly in and check out the Bronner Brothers Hair Show. And that's in partnership with Beauty Care Professionals of America. And we had Jackie D on last week, who made it a point to let us know that if this doesn't kick off like we wanted to, this could very well be the last one. Sure, what happened? Why? What's
I'll tell you.
when you go to like the
Right.
when you go to Premiere and you go to IBS? I mean, you can't get through the door. I just went to one. I forgot which one. Greg, I think it was behind the chair. I think behind the chair hosted
Mhm.
one. I believe when Greg was here, and you couldn't even get through the door. I mean, it was a line. I'm not joking, guys. It was a line. I had to stand in the line to get in. What's happening, y'all? What's up, Cheryl?
Well, I just think that the whole infrastructure has collapsed. And, Bronner Brother is just one of those places that the industry should coalesce and funnel into, right? We're just funneling in. And the Bronner Brothers is coming upon 75 years. And that's a long time. But 50 of those, right? Or 55 of those, it had a very robust
Okay.
infrastructure. The
Mhm.
salon was very strong. The distributors were very strong. The beauty supply professional product still had most of the control of the education.
Mhm.
And it's been a different one, and I don't think that we have responded well. But it's a
Well,
homecoming, y'all. It's homecoming.
Sandra says the black hair industry is huge and profitable. This is just some sidebar conversation in the chat. Hair Savant says, is it him? Or does it seem like they're trying to eliminate the black hairstylist and the black hair salon. Are we
But
doing
I don't think that yeah, I don't think there's a real outside force as much as it's imploding. I think
Oh,
it's
now I know some of those comments were about the hair color. So they felt that the hair color article has a lot to do with because it does hurt the beauty industry. It really, really does. And so, so if you don't have your ticket, if you thinking about attending, Cheryl and I, we say, hey, come on out and check out the Bronner Brothers hair show is happening at the end of February. You got enough time to get some tickets. I do have to go and purchase mine. I'm going to get my flight, and we're going to go live. Then also we do have our schedule that's coming up for the month of February, and it is going to be posted across all of our social media platforms. We'll be back on Thursday, and we're going to start off with Afro hair art. We're going to do this uh, um, in tandem with the theme for Black History Month, which is all about arts and culture and all that good stuff. So, happy Black History Month is coming up in a couple of days. So we're going to be rocking it out. It's going to be powerful. We're going to be talking about braids. We're going to be talking about creative home hair care weaves featuring Dr. Spritz. Dr. Spritz was one of the original Clevelanders who traveled across to Detroit. You guys call it Detroit, but Cheryl and I, we're kind of uppity. So we call it Detroit City. Dr. Spritz was one of the original hairstylists here in Cleveland who traveled over to Detroit and worked with Little Willie and Cool C and Big Bad D and all these great hairstylists from Detroit. And these were the progenitors of the hair weave and the spritz and all that cool stuff. So he's going to be here talking about weave and wig care and what all this means. And of course, that educational component. So get ready. That's coming up in the month of February. So if you love hair weaves and tracks and all that stuff you put in your hair, then get ready. It's going to happen right here on the dumbest ish that people say about Black hair and Planet Pluto Pseudo. So we're going to go ahead on and hop into the topic of hair care shopping, right? So here's the scenario. I'm just going to rock this out with you. You walk into the supply store, right?
Yep.
You grab your product, right? Or
Yep.
you're in, the CVS, your drugstore, wherever. And the first thing you do when it comes to looking at the hair care products is we do this. And then we do this. And if you're like me, you have your book on the dictionary of ingredients and you're in the store and you're trying to match this all up. Now, what benefits does smelling hair care products? Because you can smell, they smell the alcohol, and then they read the ingredients. What's wrong with shopping for hair care like that? Is it good? Because I love that kind of shopping. Who else does that? By the way, in the chat, who else opens it up and you smell it? Woo, this smell like, it's like you can eat this. This smell kind of sugary and sweet. And you read the actual ingredients. It's got aqua, it's got propylene, glycol, glycerin, phenol, X or something I can't pronounce. Who else reads the hair care products like that? Because I do. I smell it and I read it. And so is that good? Is that bad, Cheryl?
Using your nose I think it's a knee-jerk reaction. I think people want their hair to smell good. So they
never last long.
Well, because fragrance is not eau de toilette.
What?
It's not.
Here we go. Get ready, Sandra. She about to hammer time, as my brother would say.
Eau de toilette is fragrance oil with alcohol.
And so,
fragrance or a spirit. Put it that way, or a spirit. It can be vodka.
So fragrance doesn't. Oh, that's why it doesn't matter.
But fragrance in a hair care product is to make the product smell good, not your hair.
You know what? Goodbye, everybody. It's official. I am so sick of being a Sister Naya called me. Could you come and get me? I'm in the office all by myself. I need help. What you mean? What you talking
Okay,
about?
right. So count all the ingredients before you get to fragrance, and where is fragrance on the list?
Okay, hold on. Let's see.
Come on, you guys.
All right, I'm about to count some. Let me find one here. Oh my goodness. Um. Okay, this is so many. There's so many ingredients in these products. So you
Okay,
got one. Well, that's two.
two,
Okay,
two,
hold on, let me go. Let me
four,
get another one.
five,
Okay, this
six.
got. Okay, here we go, guys. I got pink lotion. All right, lusters. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 ingredients before you get to the fragrance. Everybody said at the bottom, duh. I'm sorry, guys. I'm
Okay,
trying to make the show
right.
interesting.
So certain chemicals and certain ingredients, certain cosmetic ingredients carry a natural odor. So the fragrance in a product masks the formula without it being done. Fragrance usually completes it. Okay. Color, dye can be the last one as well. But
Yeah, a lot of these have color in there. Yeah.
yeah. And so they're only there to make the product smell good. The fragrance of the product does not carry on to your hair very long. They're not made. So when people go, why do they do that?
Because we think our hair is going to smell like it until you messed up my wet dream. No pun intended.
Right. That fragrance is in there to make that product smell good.
Oh boy, guys.
Right. But the consumer is using only a consumer brain.
So is there such thing as hair perfume?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I need to buy some. Okay, anywho, I digress.
Now, however, it is usually oil based. If it's water based, well, then you don't want a water base because you don't want your hair to mess up. So it's usually oil based, and then therein lies the issue because oil doesn't evaporate.
All right. Okay. So now we got the ups and
So
downs.
products, so fragrance and products, people, when you shop with your nose, it makes sure that you only know that it is only serving a purpose for that was in that bottle to smell good. It has nothing to do with what it's going to do to your hair, unless your hair stays wet and you can consistently, because once it dries, it loses its
Zeal appeal.
oh,
All
it's
right.
right.
Okay. All right. So now we know that you can smell it, but it ain't gonna happen. All right. Okay. I've always told my customers,
And you have to
you're gonna
remember
make your hair smell so good. Now I can't say that no more, guys. Anymore.
something that smells good, okay, and something that tastes good in the brain means that it is friendly. It is not going to harm you. It's all of the consumer messages that scent your nose plays a trick on you.
Yeah. Okay, so it's all about to help us. All right. Okay, Sister Nia Kobe. Here we go, guys. We're gonna get a little bit deeper now. What about reading product ingredients? So we see this in our products a lot. D&C Blue #1, aluminum lake. Now, anybody in the chat, we always wonder what in the French toast is B and C blue #1 and aluminum lake. Because I have been driving, I live near Lake Erie. And I've been driving around trying to find aluminum lake. I know we got Lake Huron, we have Lake Ontario. We got Lake Michigan, you know what I'm saying? And we have Lake Erie. Remember, home is your Great Lakes, but we cannot find aluminum lake. All right.
What do you mean you can't? Yeah, you guys have not looked it up. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I see it all the time, but it says it's a coal car derivative. This brilliant blue is used as a coloring in hair dyes and powders, among other cosmetic and in soft drinks and gelatin desserts and candy. Okay.
So let me ask you guys a question. What is it about reading the labels of beauty products versus reading the ingredients of a soft drink?
Well,
come on, y'all.
Okay, let me see. For me, I want to know the functionality. So I want to know how do these ingredients work on the hair. So let's take glycerin.
Okay.
Right. So glycerin is in Carefree Curl Activator. Y'all don't leave me hanging out here. Go ahead.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all.
Wake up. Come on now. Write in the chat, why do you look up product ingredients? So for me, I'm looking them up because I want to know, how does this particular product function? And so I've set sometimes and just actually went through the whole list. All right. Okay, so let's check out glycerin while we're waiting. It's a byproduct of soap manufacture. Oh gosh, okay. It is sweet, warm tasting, really. Oily fluid obtained by adding alkalis to fats and fixed oils. It helps the product spread better, and it's used for packaging. It's used for a lot of purposes. And it's safe, and it makes the thin skin feel, soft and supple. And it says an FDA issued a notice in 1992 that glycerin has not been shown to be safe and effective as claimed in ODC, poison ivy, and oak products. So if you're using glycerin and that, it's not going to work, okay? So Hair Savant says he wants to know its purpose, like me. Sister Nia Kobe says, I'm looking up the ingredients because I want to know what's going to do to my body.
Okay.
Right.
Now, maintenance products, like, let's just say, which one did you, pink lotion, right? Okay.
And by the way, we're not here to make you buy pink lotion or any of these products, okay? But I use them in the hair salon, okay?
Okay.
So,
now, those particular products that are in the maintenance aisle, hairspray, holding spray, moisturizers, conditioners,
yeah,
foam sets, all of those things don't have, in and of themselves, I know you guys are going to trip off of this word, but they don't have a function. They don't function.
What?
They don't have a function.
What you talking about?
Because every individual ingredient is not working to offset the other. They're all in there to come up to one thing.
Like a concoction?
Right?
Right.
Okay. But to read an ingredient to see what the function is, there's no, they're just thrown in there to come up with, and then they come one thing.
Uh-oh. That's going to mess people up. Because I'm going to tell you to go ahead, keep talking while I'm looking this up.
So let's say you have a smoother, a spreader, right? Once you mix them together, they're at that point, they're not working individually. They are usually to come together and only have a temporary, what we call effect, not function. Those ingredients that's in there are not functioning on their own. It's almost like this, you know, I know you got, and because they're not food. So when you eat a stew, you got tomatoes, you got carrots, and you got beef. Beef is going to be metabolized as a protein. The tomato is going to be processed as a fruit. The carrot is going to be processed like a vegetable or a carb. But products don't work like that. Every little one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, they're not functioning individually. Does that make sense? So it's kind of weird how consumers, when they read the ingredient, right? And then what they'll do is they'll say, oh, it's got parabens in it.
Right.
Right? They'll say,
Right.
oh, no, but then they'll go and eat a whole bunch of strawberries. So there goes the paraben. And
Well,
so
here's another one. I was hoping I could find it, but I don't see it. It was going to be like the alcohol. So people, they want to use products that are like alcohol free, paraben free. So so taking the alcohol.
but they'll eat it all. See, because people don't scrutinize their food the way they do their beauty products because food is not in the news. Every time you read a study on a beauty product, you better go check out that food, y'all.
Right.
You have to understand that these are only outside of your body, right? And the individual ingredient is working in concert because so once they're mixed together, they're moving as one unit at that point. They're not individuals anymore. So, it's kind of it's all designed, and this is where the relaxer issue comes in for me. They're all designed to meet the consumer's expectation. The consumer does not use a product and does not expect their
Okay.
expectations
I
of the
got you. So
product.
let's just say, for example, let's take this Nairobi phone wrap, right?
Yeah.
For some odd reason, this company opted to not put the ingredients on the product. Is that normal, by the way?
I think that there is some. Now you have to remember, contains ingredients is not quite the same.
What? You know what? This is the. How, what are you talking about?
Now, a product, let's just say, because I haven't seen that bottle, but what I'm saying is it will say contains. Certain things will contain. It contains aloe vera, but when you turn on the list, it's maybe about 1,000,000% of aloe. But the front of it says Nairobi, wrap lotion, and then it will say contains aloe vera. That is to train your brain to say, oops, it has aloe vera in it, even though it may have virtually almost none.
Hmm.
But the point is that when you buy the rapid foam lotion, right, and or spray or foam or spray, the key here is that the customer is bringing their level of expectation. And if the product doesn't, regardless of what the ingredients is, if it doesn't meet the expectation, what good is the whole total of the product, right?
Right.
And so consumers are always the best way to shop is for you to be realistic about your expectations, because a natural aloe vera is not going to whip it like Nairobi's Rapid.
Oh, so you can't make it because it doesn't. Now you do get companies who want to say their products are multifaceted, like it functions in different ways. Most of the times that doesn't really
Lie.
happen. Yeah, it doesn't always fly.
All right.
Um, okay. So if you have questions about your products, feel free to drop your questions in the chat. And while you're looking in your little goodie bag to see what questions you have, our virtual co-host says now is the time for you guys to do this.
Pampa me on, pampa me on.
All right, so don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. We are on the 94th episode, and we're talking about how to shop for hair care products. And we've learned that the fragrance that's in the products is for the products to mask the odor of some other off-putting scents of other ingredients. It's not for the hair. So I'm always at the shampoo bowl like, doesn't it smell so good? And it's but it's not going to stay in the hair unless you get a hair perfume, which, by the way, Cheryl says there are hair perfumes available. I want to buy some because I like my hair to smell good. And then we also just learned that looking up the ingredients, it doesn't really serve a purpose because it's a culmination of everything that's in the bottle that's going to make the product be the result of what we want. So if we want instant moisturizer, we need everything that's listed in this bottle to give us this grand result. And if we start taking stuff out and we're reading it, trying to dissect it, it's not going to make sense because they're just what do you
Yeah,
call that?
right.
Lots
So
of
let's,
many words or terms or whatever.
yeah, because at the end of the day, acetyl alcohol um, mixed in. Now, acetyl alcohol may have an individual, right, purpose. Citric acid may have a purpose, right? Alcohols are there to actually make the product very fatty and rich, right? So, but all alcohols don't dry. All alcohols are not
Well,
dry.
then why are they called alcohols then, smarty pants? So this one says it's an emulsifying wax and all this stuff per what you said. So, I thought alcohols were like drying. I mean, why do they call? Isn't that what an alcohol is? Like it's alcohol.
First of all, alcohols are, it's not the fact that alcohols are drying, fabulous, wonderful, beautiful black people. It's because
Thank
it
you.
is a spirit. It is so light, it evaporates. It doesn't leave a film.
Well, what about it's
Leaves anything.
drying? What
No,
about
it's not the fact that it's drying. You are talking about butyl alcohol, rubbing alcohol, because you have to understand consumers cannot get things out of their brain. They're taking their brain to the shopping aisle. It has nothing to do with chemistry, it has nothing to do with formulation, it has nothing to do with what cetyl alcohol really is. All alcohols are fatty. All of them are not rubbing alcohol. They're all not drinking alcohol.
so alcohol? What you're saying is basically like and chemistry. It could be used as like a scientific term for what's the source,
If you
like the
look up,
extracted
if
source.
you just look up alcohol in chemistry, alcohol, you will find out that alcohols do such an amazing thing. They don't all are stripping and oh my god, drying and my hair is going to be brittle and it's going to
Hairspray, hairspray gets a bad rap because it has SD 40 alcohol. I love hair. People hate. We sell. Our number one selling product.
now in that regard, guess why you have those alcohols in hairsprays?
I don't know to set the hair. It's gonna set it right. So when I spray this, hold on. I don't just see that. Bam. You, Sandra. All right, guys.
Yeah,
What did you? Oh, okay. Hair savant. Wait a minute. Hair savant has a nice fancy word. stabilizers. Whatever. I don't know what that is. I'm a hairstylist. Is that a good? Is it stabilizer?
Now put your can up. Put your bottle up. Take the top off.
This is like a liquid one.
Now, okay, put the bottle down. Okay. Put the sprayer up there. Turn it so they can see the sprayer. There you go. Alcohols. Now that cap, you have what we call misters. Mist. Some will let, and now you guys have a water hose, right? And you got about 5 settings on the water hose. And then all the way to the right, the water comes out like a mist. And then you turn it all the way the other way, it comes out a shower. The alcohol is to thin it out to make it a mister. So it can fit through that hole. Because the liquid in the bottle has to be transformed once you go through that pump. And you guys love the way it comes. Oh, it's so light. So wonderful. Oh God, it's almost like it's barely there. And that's what it's in there for.
Hit that damn heart. Y'all not gonna get this information no place else. I see all these people in the chat. Could y'all please be
Come on, give me a bomb.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Come on back now. Come on back. Bring it back. I mean, really, guys, where are we gonna get this from? Come on now. You gotta give it up. Give it up.
Hey, come on now. You guys know when you guys need a very wet spray, it has less alcohol in it. So it go and a whole bunch come out. That's for your shampoo. Those are for your conditioners. Those are for your, and then you have one that you come on now. Y'all know that you guys go to that Lysol. Y'all got that spray. Y'all got that pump, and then it's got the little dial on the tip.
Yeah, I have that on my hairspray. I should have brought it, but I can't go out and get it. But mine goes 1, 2, 3.
Exactly.
And it sells. I'm talking about I sell more hairspray. I ship out hairspray every day. Oh, I didn't know that. See how, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, so with that being said, let's go to the next point. Okay, we're at 7 o'clock. We're doing pretty good. What about the design of the bottle? So here, when you're shopping for hair care products, I can tell you, I don't buy those bottles of shampoo. Like, this is a functioning one. So this is Philip Lucy. And I like this bottle because you can put it in your shower. It's flat, it's upside down. I don't like to buy the ones with the cap because you waste product. The best product pumper in the world, hands down, goes to Cheryl Morrow. And this is something that you guys have to think about, okay? Number one, most people are going to do their hair, shampoo their hair with their eyes closed. They're either going to be over the sink or they're going to be in the shower. And if the pump is too short, you can't get it. And if you got to turn the bottle upside down and squeeze it, you're probably going to waste the product. So see, you want to buy products that are FUBU, made by us, for us. Sorry, I forgot, Damon. I hate to steal your moniker. But this, it's the right amount. It's not too bulky, too big. And so you got that nice big pump. It's great unisex, men, also little tiny fingers. And when you get that pump, you're going to get the right amount out. Now, all of my product line, I hate to do the shameless plug thing here, but mine have pumps too. But if you look at the functionality when you're talking about shopping for hair care product, guys, stop buying stuff that squeezes out the bottle because you're going to waste the product and you're going to end up, buying more products. So Cheryl, talk about bottle design and how these products come. Like you see, this is the new thing on social media. You see them, they squeeze the whole bottle with this thing on there, Let me turn it up. And they squeeze it like all between. I'm like, dudes, what are you guys doing? So talk about the functionality of trigger handles and why are these things so important?
Right, right. Well, it's for distribution, right? And let me just speak for myself. I chose a pump because I want you to comb your hair out, section it, and then apply the poo. Let the soap alkaline molecules, right, attach to the dirt, sweat, and other types of things that are on the surface of the scalp, and then just rinse it down the sink, right? But the pump is to be able to do a couple of things. One, distribution. Two, access to get it out of the bottle. And three, to make you spread it in your hand so you can distribute it evenly. Okay. And that is on, I think that is my favorite pump, no matter what it is. Conditioner, even blow dry lotion, or even a finisher. Okay. I don't like sprays a lot because, of course, they become airborne, and then they'll get into your systems and your air, and your air quality goes down. And I like the style green, right? And so I prefer the pump, but usually pumps are for the actual, okay, they figure that you're using a pump for shampoo, you want a lot to come out at once, so that's why you're going to get a certain kind of pump that does not, you rarely see pumps for shampoos or beard poos or things of that nature.
Yeah, I never understand.
Rarely see a pump that mist.
Right, but I don't understand.
Misters are for finishing.
Right, I love this whole pump. To me, I think every shampoo and conditioner should come in a pump because it's easier to access. When you squeeze out, you got to take the top off and you shaking it. I hate that. I mean, I hate it. One other thing, look at this, guys. Look at Cheryl's product. Her pump goes to where? The bottom. So what made you do that, Cheryl? I mean, aside from the obvious, but real talk.
I'm a hairstylist. I make it for, and let me just say this, in my next career, like, I want to get into salon design. And so we've designed our own towels. I don't believe that anything in the salon was designed by hairstylists. I think that they was designed by plumbers.
Yeah.
Plumbers and architects, but not hairstylists.
Yeah,
and so
I have to talk to my company all the time. It's not mine, but so mine is private label. Cheryl makes her own, but I don't like my pump. It stops. I'm guilty. I'm just being openly honest here. So it stops to about like right there. It doesn't go to the bottom. So you got to take it off. You got to shake it, and I hate that shit. I don't like it. But Cheryl has the inheritance line, and we're going to be carrying this here at the Reverend.
Yeah, I got to make sure I got to get some to you to ship.
Yeah. Okay. So
you can repurpose the jars.
Oh my! Look at that.
Just repurpose them.
Don't be putting no jelly in here now. Okay. All right. Okay. What about this is the latest thing, the trigger handles.
Mm-hmm.
What you like
right. Now that could be for conditioner or shampoo, but it's not for any finishing or anything after you heat style.
Yeah, this is Rev Airs, by the way. Shameless plug. Rev Air, they got some dude. Okay. I'm gonna do hair care like this. You got Aston Martins, right? Your fancy car, and then you have come on down to Mercedes, and then you have your Cadillacs, right? Okay, so hands down, you're going Aston Martin, baby. Aston Martin. If you want to go liquor, we're talking Dom Perignon Cristal. Okay. If you want to come on down a notch, you got your Mercedes. This is still like Bentley, okay, baby, Bentley. Come on down a notch. Mercedes, BMW, Audi, rocking it out. Great price. I love the somebody wrote in the chat they love a good packaging. That was Miss Clark or Mr. Clark, not quite sure. think she was here last week. Welcome back, Mr. Clark. I like the design on it. You get a lot more. You're getting a lot more product in the bottle. Mine are 10 ounces. Cheryl, you're getting a lot of. Oh, Cheryl got 8 ounces. Okay, so you're getting a lot more.
Now. Why do we do nothing but? I will maybe go 16, but why don't I give? I don't recommend salons have anything over 16 ounces. Come on, hairstylists. Come on, Mr. Come on. Y'all got to get this. This is the $1 million question. I will send anything that you guys want if anybody can get this right. A combs, blow dry out product, shit, anything. Book, Black History coming. Y'all want a book? If y'all can get anybody, if y'all get it wrong, I ain't doing it.
Ask the question again. We gonna go ahead, y'all. What's the question?
Why should a salon not carry anything, use anything over 16 ounces?
Over 16 ounces. He says to prevent from using too much.
No.
Maybe because that big bottle, like you can't. It's not practical. Like you can't put it in your shower. Okay, here we go. We got. Oh, you guys are good. Expiration. God dang nabbits. Okay, easier to handle. Oh, come on. We need one more. Come on, guys. Somebody's got to get it. Cheryl will send you anything she wants out of your collection. What's up, Miss Tilda? It is okay. Hold on. Okay, Sister Naya Kobe, influence the consumer not to use that much. No. That was a good one, Sister Naya Kobe.
It was a good one.
I was with you, Sandra. I would say because if you got that big one, it's too bulky. Let me think. Hold on. Wait a minute, guys. The chat is looking good. Come on in. Thank you.
Because this February for Valentine's, we got a fabulous, most expensive shea butter in the world. Our first one is out. It's going to be Rose shea butter.
Rose who?
Rose oil and 18 karat gold.
I can't even wrap my brains around it. Okay, Cheryl. Okay, we got one more. Oh, because of it's cheaper. If you buy the bigger one, it's going to be cheaper. And if you buy the 16 ounce, so the more you buy, you get a better bang for your buck. So we would make it. Damn. All right, we give.
One more. Come on, y'all.
One more.
Come on, y'all understand.
Okay, the bottle is big. Why is it not the bigger bottle? Traditionally told us that it expires. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me see. The bigger bottle.
Why shouldn't you not have big bottles in your salon?
Well, how about waste? Like you're going to waste the product. Okay. Kim T, the hairstylist, says we want to keep them coming back. Retention. Gosh. Oh, my. I appreciate you all. Boy.
Y'all got some good answers, man.
These are some good answers.
Some smart goddamn hairstylists and consumers up in here.
All right. We can't get to. All right. We tried.
All right. Now, y'all know I'm pro hairstylist, right? I am pro hairstylist. Even though I'm a manufacturer and I make it, I custom make it, but I am pro hairstylist, right?
Right.
And I think that we are getting cheated. And the manufacturers have trained us to go to them shows, go to all them expos, to buy bulk, like Costco, like Sam's Club, like the Price Club. The problem with that is that guess what? The only way you can get your money back is what?
The only way you can get your money back
You
from
bought a 32 ounce in a gallon. You bought a 64 and a 32, right? When you take that and you walk it and you put it on your shelf, the only way you can get your investment back is you have to do what? You
have the
have to work.
receipt. You got to have the receipt.
You have
Oh,
to work.
oh, not used.
Okay. The
She's
only way, you can get your investment, you just bought something for your service-based business. The only way you can get your investment back is when you what? Work.
finished.
That means that in order for you to expand your career, expand your customer base, if you buy your products based on large sizes, the only way you can expand your business is that you better work like hell. It's the only way to do it.
I'm confused. What's the answer? I'm lost.
The
Sorry,
answer
guys. I
is,
have blonde in my hair.
I'm getting it now, which means that the small sizes are where? Where are
On
the
the,
small?
they're on the shelf, the retail shelf.
Right. And who's rich and who's not? You guys are stuck to your labor. You can only, so when a recession comes, you have to wait until a customer comes through the door in order to get your return. That's why you can never get rich. You can never work and braid and twist and comb and press and flat iron and wash. You can't do enough to get the money out of all of that big shit you bought. So stop being a bucket head. Stop buying them buckets. You make the manufacturer rich. You're not making yourself rich because you're tied to your labor. I was taught by Dr. Morrow, you do not make in any goddamn piece of product inside your salons better be a size you can goddamn sell. If you can't sell it, your ass should not have it in your salon. Period. So that means that you get the what? In a recession, hey, I can't afford to get my hair done, but I came back to get 2 bottles of that product. Well, fuck, if you can't do it, if you got the big ass 32 ounce in big ass sizes, you can't do it. And I am pro hairstylist. I want you to have your labor and service-based dollar, which should be 30%, and 70% should be the high profit margin product that walks right out of that freaking door. And you didn't do nothing, and you got 70 to 1,000% markup, and you didn't do anything. That's how you retire and handcuff yourself from that chair, because you can't keep making the manufacturers rich. You can't keep doing that. It's not sustainable. That should be in your service dollar, 30%, and your 70% should be in products that you can buy low and sell high and eat up all of that profit, and then you can retire. You can't do it the other way. So that's why I was taught to not have sizes. I only to have 2 ounce, 4 ounce, 8 ounce, 16 ounce. Because at the end of the day, what if somebody comes in and says, oh, I love the way my hair looks. Ooh, girl, thank you. Can I get one of those and come home? Because, I'm going on vacation and I can't, and I want to put it in.
What about people who are like, I'm not going to do my hair at home. I just want to come to the hair salon.
But it doesn't matter, because you don't have to sell them a conditioner or a shampoo or you can sell them. What do you just say? You can sell them a mister. You can sell them a little maintenance product. You can sell them a little comb through. You can sell them a little detangler, 2 ounce, 4 ounce, 8 ounce. Come on, y'all. But you send your wealth. You send your profit. You send your richness. You send the industry that's making billions, you send them out of the door.
Okay. I'm starting to.
Drop that bomb, Sandra. Drop that bomb, Key Lo Lo.
Yeah,
Drop that bomb, Key Lo
I
Lo.
get drop the
Boom,
bomb.
boom, boom.
There it is again. Whoa.
See, you know what I mean?
I just had an
So I may only do $700 to $1,000 in handwork, but I sold 3,500 in just behind the chair and just doing it and just and walking their asses right up. In fact, I've sold them on the product before they even get back to pay. So
Wow.
so when they used to come to my salon in New York, I would make them go shopping first.
Oh, like the nail people. What color? Pick your color.
You go
They
shopping
do.
first. Go get your shampoo and your conditioner. If you want a little, and I'll add a little fragrance if you want it, and I'll get you all cute, put it in a nice, sexy bag. Oh, I had it going on in New York. And then I used what they bought, and then they paid me an application fee if they wanted me to do their hair. But they could go home because they just bought $75, $80 worth of shit from me.
I think we're just kind of being arrogant that we got people. Here's a true story. I worked at a hair salon one time, right? And somebody, came by to visit the hairstylist, the guy who owned the salon, and the salon was like not crowded, right? And he was so angry that the person like popped up to say hello. This is a true story. And I'm like, well, why are you so angry? Like, don't let that motherfucker. And I'm like, well, ain't nobody in the salon. I'm like, well, I mean, we are open for business. And so he said he didn't want, because the salon looked like it wasn't robust. I've had a customer say, like, come in, like we have no waiting. We don't have that type of an atmosphere. And so the lady left because she said there were no people up front. The salon wasn't busy enough. So I think in the stylist's mind, there is some type of a psychology that having people, it's like, at least I'm getting your money. Now, here at the Rebels Design Team Hair Salon, we have a very nice retail area. And I'm not just trying to throw shade, but I just don't understand how a lot of, Black-owned hair salons don't sell retail. I'm like, don't send your money to stylists because they are buying the stuff.
Well, you have to remember, most hairstylists, when they come out of school, they are not taught how to sell. Every time my father trained us, he said, you are not hairstylists, you are salespeople.
How many people agree with that in the chat? We got some cosmetologists. How many cosmetologists in the chat? Can you repeat that one more again?
The way I was trained, and even when you mentioned Vidal Sassoon taught me that damn chair is my real estate, and that real estate better generate $2,500 to $3,000 a day. You get a percentage of that, just like a real estate agent. Your ass is a salesperson. You happen to be doing their hair. Yes, you are a hairstylist and you're knowledgeable about your craft. At the end of the day, you are selling them on your education. You're selling them through your style techniques. You're selling them at the shampoo bowl. He never taught me. You never let anybody shampoo your clients. That is where the most bonding expertise. That's where you find out how the client's hair is doing. You don't ever let anyone else shampoo. You can let somebody else blow dry. You can let somebody else do some other thing, but you must shampoo. Now, then,
wait, I gotta interrupt. I know we've been here for a minute now. What about the quote-unquote shampoo girl? You're messing with the church's money now, Cheryl. You need shampoo girls for your elite. I shampoo my people, by the way.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I understand. But you can't really know what's really going on with the client until you really see what's going on in the bowl. You don't know how well your service did, how strong the hair is. You have to go through that hair when it's wet. And that is where the expertise comes in. And then you can see if the hair, because let's just say if the client comes in and the hair is shedding, she says the hair is shedding. I have to determine if the hair is shedding, because it could be her imagination. It's her head. So she could be panicking. But that is where I believe the best surgery and the best connection with the hair to feel it. Is it mushy? Is it strong? Does it have, good girth to it? Is it thicker? Is it becoming thinner? I can't determine that once the hair is done. And I don't know what I just don't, the shampoo is very intimate to me and it's very expertise in my opinion. But let's just say this, at any salon that I've ever owned, especially the one in Flatbush, Brooklyn, right? I closed the windows. You cannot let people look in your store. You are not the mall. You don't have a showroom. You have a salon business. So you got to close the windows, address the windows, put posters in the windows, put your hours in the window, put mannequins in the window. Only let them see inside that door. They have to come in to see what's going on. And by that point, I'm going to meet you, and I'm not your ass going to leave at least spending $105 with me. But that is another science to what we're taught. We're not taught how to do business like, we think that we to leave all the windows open so they can directly see in, and then you're in there late at night. You can't really protect yourself. And at the end of the day, what is the greatest windows in the world? What store has the greatest windows in the world?
Macy's,
Bergdorf Goodman. And you guys stand there and you gawk and you look at them, because that's a prelude to what's inside. That's a prelude to what's inside. And if they're gorgeously, and so my salon was in front of a bus stop. So I knew that bus going to be running from 2 a.m. from 5 o'clock in the morning to 2 a.m. at night. And people are going to stop right in front of my spot. And between the hours of 6 p.m. and 5 a.m. in the morning, and that sun is down, those lights in that salon is going to pull their attention while they're standing there at that bus stop waiting for them black folks to get on. And they look just like this. And every one of them came back the next day or the next morning and said, "Oh, I want to come in. I was just curious." And then my charming self, they spent that money because I treated them. And it's very easy to do, but no one has ever taught us no, you can't have people just looking, standing there, and you got one little person in there, you doing their hair, and because it is psychological. It's almost like going to a Chinese restaurant and there's no Chinese people eating. I get it.
Sarah, you killing us tonight. Hey, guys.
I totally get it.
The chat is looking pretty full. You guys, man, y'all just loyal.
And we should have a test. Don't you guys think that, come on, consumers, don't you think we should have a tester section? If you want to just try something. You don't want to commit. But I will give you a little tester. But we have to get back to what we're accustomed to. Y'all, come on, y'all. Y'all know we accustomed to that shit.
Well, she said, Kim T, the hairstylist, she said her mom was a hairstylist in the 80s, and she was the same way. Wow. Oh, boy. Well, as we wrap this up, I think Theo had dropped this in the chat. Let me see. Where did it go? Hold on, Theo. Theo, you guys got to go check him out on Facebook.
Grove in San Diego. Yeah.
Check him out. He's absolutely phenomenal. Let's wrap this conversation up with money back guaranteed.
Now, let me just say this. One thing that we have to also understand, all beauty supplies have what kind of lighting?
I don't know.
Why don't we have testers in beauty salons? I mean, beauty supplies.
Oh, because of the cooties, like, sanitation purposes.
No, because of their fluorescent lights. They lose their potency if you keep opening them.
Oh.
You keep opening alcohol. It's like a flat soda. You open up a sparkling carbonated.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, Mia.
Okay. Maya Kobe.
Maya Kobe. Boy, I tell you. Miss Maya Kobe.
Okay,
Wow.
here's a question.
Okay.
We got a question. Good question. Clark asks, what do you do if selling is against your spirit? I'm sorry, because I hear this all the time. But you have. We gotta make that a check. We gotta make gifted hands. But you have gifted.
Now.
Sorry. She said she's asking for a friend. I'm talking.
R. Clark. Now, come on now. Oh, no. Let me just say this. What I'm going to say to you. Now, we all go to the mall.
She says gifted hands.
I understand. But those people in that mall, every store, Tiffany's, Swarovski Crystals, Fendi, Macy's, Foot Locker, Nordstrom's, MAC, they will get fired if they do not sell. Nothing happens in this world. Nothing happens on the planet until something is sold. We have got to get retrained. Now, I understand if you don't have the gift of gab, but let me just say this, that has been a problem in Black salons because they think selling is beneath them. Selling is a high art. Selling and communication is a high art. The art of persuasion, the art of convincing, the art of engagement is the most powerful, most profitable, most capitalistic tool you have because people, guess what? You are not only gifted hands, you not only have a great personality, you have the trust of that client. And trust sells anything. They are trusting you to guide them, prescribe. A doctor does it. God damn it, a doctor is going to help you achieve your health goals. But they're there to sell medicine. They're there to write scribes. They're there to write prescriptions from pharmaceutical companies. And the number one salesperson on the planet, and this is going to shock you.
Cars. Hold up. Wait a minute, guys. The chat is good.
Come on,
number one
salesperson in the world that gets paid to do something other than their job. Who is that?
The number one salesperson, maybe food. Food is because you got a chef.
I'm gonna because I know we've been in the chat. Online, for a minute. Now listen. A base salary of okay?
She said a president.
No. A person who has a regular job, but they do something extra and they make hundreds of thousands of dollars on top of their salary. Who is that?
Ronald McDonald.
You see him every day. Nope. You see them every day. They're called policemen. Their job is to write tickets.
But they ain't selling.
But my point is, their job is to do something ancillary. They don't just make that. They get what? Tickets. They get a percentage of that because tickets pay what? What does tickets pay? Who does tickets pay? That's my question.
It's the
Who?
city money. It pays the city.
The magistrates. Money comes from somewhere. Them fees or them damn tickets. Why do you think there's a fee that comes with a ticket? Where do you think that money's going? My point is that R. Clark, I get it, but it's because you don't have the sales technique.
And she said that.
I'm
It's the persuasion and convincing that is a challenge for her.
Right.
And I think that's why people run to the beauty supply stores, because they don't like that. They feel like it's a sales pitch. And when you go to the supply stores, you don't have to be bothered with that conversation.
Well, it's not a bothering thing. Wait, you expect your physician to sell you. You expect your dentist to sell you. The moment the dentist tell you you're going to have some cavities and we're going to get you straightened out right now, but this is the toothpaste I want you to use. And then I want you to rinse every day with lemon. So I want you to pick up this and that and then your ass go. Ooh, I got to go to the store. I got to get this certain, and you know what? And it only gets carried a certain place. And so I got to go. I mean, come on. You do it every day. You have to get some revenue too. Because the money you're making from the labor portion of your career is not revenue. That's a wage. That's not revenue. That's a wage. You're doing it based on the value of, and you trading your time. That's an hourly wage. Okay, you did $200. But you divided by the hours you took and you was at work. Shit, damn, you got $20 an hour. So why, but you have to be doing some fabulous things inside of your business to generate revenue. It's something you buy low and you sell high. Y'all would see me, baby. Let me tell you something. And I'm getting ready to open up a beauty supply and hopefully make it a chain. Let me tell you something. You cannot do business the way you did it 20 years ago, 10 years ago. Period. End of story. You are in a beauty palace. In Africa, in certain countries, your ass go to that slide. You should be able to buy everything that Ladosha got on her body. You should be able to buy nail polish. You should be able to buy fragrance. I cannot open up a beauty supply and service this high demand, sophisticated black woman without having the goods. I can't do it. And but let me tell you something. And I have to be committed to convincing and persuasion and letting them try it. I got to employ all of their senses. And let me tell you something. I learned how to sell by a man called I think Vic Digler. Now, he actually said he went into a store and he knew he was going to be, he wanted to go in and go out. But his wife, Christmas time, wanted a mink coat. And he said, let me see if they're going to sell my wife that mink coat. That woman came in the store. The other woman, she said, oh, I liked it. And she said she gave her the price first. Don't ever do that. Then the second one, guess what she did? Just did one thing. She took it off the rack and she put it on his wife's shoulders. He
Sold.
Buy the coat. My point is that, we're going to get there. And the Afro Hair Science Summit, hopefully we'll get it together and get a whole new schedule this year. But R. Clark, it is so simple. You have the power. You have the power in your hand. And you just got to get it translated, get rid of some fears, and translate it into your muscle memory. And you do it over and over. And we role play. You're going to see at least a 45% of your revenues.
Well, there you have it, the 94th episode. We just gave you some wonderful steps to better shopping and also better sales. We're going to definitely carry this conversation forward. But I do have a little clip about our topics for this month coming up in February. Let me play it right quick. Here we go, guys.
Key Lolo here, highlighting hair art. That's right, of course, a little bit of black hair history, of course, featuring Dr. Willie Morrow. All right. Oh, yeah, we're going to be talking about braids, locks, twists, coils, what to use on it, the right hair care products, and of course, who can teach about it. Oh, yeah, we got to talk about hair weaves. Oh, y'all going back to relaxers? Key Lolo is in the chat with the Hair Oracle. See y'all later.
Just
celebrate Black History.
Yeah, so celebrate Black History with us this month. We're going to start off when we come back on a Thursday. We're hopping right into the art of Afro hair. All right, we're going to be talking about Afro hair art, and we're going to be using remember our book of the month. Remember, you guys can get them. Cheryl says she's going to make sure she has some for you to buy, and it's going to be 400 Years Without a Comb. So we're going to highlight some excerpts from her dad's book as we honor and celebrate Black History Month. So please make sure you join us on Thursday. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Everybody rocked it out with us from the Rootum to the Tootum. And Miss Clark, don't worry, we got you. I know you're not behind the chair and you said not selling, but you know what? We're here for you guys, and another way that you can help is that now, when you're talking to people in general, this is how you guys help change the narrative. You now can tell people it's not just about the price and what's in the bottle. Put the book down, stop smelling it, stop looking at the cost, and look at other things. Like number one, what is the product for? It's to make your hair shine. Everything in this canister is to end up with spray sheen. So let's not dissect everything in the bottle, because it's not going to help anyway, as we just learned, and we learned so much more. And we really, really, really would appreciate, again, if you would share the content, invite some people to come in and join us. Cheryl, wrap us up with a good word on just this whole buying, which, by the way, all of my products, of course, are retail. They're available on Amazon. You can also come here at the Representative Zion Team Hair Salon. We have
everything. They do a great job.
Everything, like the bracelets are for sale. We have jewelry, necklaces. So we have all the leggings that I wear. All that stuff is for sale here at the sign. And so she said, okay, Maria Jones says, one quick thought, Cheryl, before you do that. The clients would rather run to Amazon instead of buying from the salon.
Okay. Now
that's we gotta extend it, y'all. Stick around. That's a good. Thank you, Maria. We gotta respond to that.
Right. Let me just say this. What does Amazon offer that you don't have? It's called the review. The 5 stars, right? Okay. Now let me just say this. When Maria Jones starts having a try it day, product knowledge, okay, day, and she pulls her clients in, okay, and then you attach their expectations with the right choices. Because guess what? Amazon is part of the product graveyard. All of their products that's in their cabinets that is half used, not used, or didn't work, they came from Amazon. Don't run away from it. But at the end of the day, bring your Amazon products, meet it where it is. But at the end of the day, If your product choices and if you're not trusting your product choices, come here first to Maria Jones, and I will get you to your expectations and match you with the right product choices. You can do that very easily. But here we go again, because we talk ourselves into not being salespeople. I believe R. Clark, okay, people who say that they are gifted hands and all it is, they make the best salespeople. They make the best people because once they get it, they're gonna say, "What the hell am I coming to work to plug up for? I'm just waiting to what? Speak, consult, and talk and sell. Ka-ching, 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 ching, ching, ching." And you didn't what? At the end of the day, your ass ain't plugged up. You ain't got no, you know what I mean? You ain't got to stand on your feet. You can sit there, get you a nice, fabulous desk, come here and sit down, get your nice little questionnaire, and then take them right over there to that shelf and then teach them how to shop.
Yeah, that's what we do here. It's a learning salon.
Right.
It's a wonderful
Oh, it's a
experience.
very good word, learning.
Yeah, yeah, we say it. This is a learning salon, and it's a wonderful. People are looking for something different. Uh, some things, you just can't get on the internet. You know what I'm saying? You just
Yeah.
can't buy. You can't buy that one on one. And I'm telling you, from personal experience, I understand the whole fear, but there is an art to it, and perhaps that's something that we can offer. Cheryl, as a Zoom workshop.
Absolutely.
It's the art of selling. They help you guys with that. It's actually the thing for our team meeting. And also, you got to understand that the salon business, it does have a model. So some of these services like braiding and weaving, all of that's not in the original model of a salon and barbershops, like twisting and all that. So some of this stuff has to be addressed and just kind of crafted out and sculpted in its own unique way. So that was a wonderful last question. So if it's on Amazon, it's cool. But like she said, Amazon don't do what we do. They don't teach you. They don't have a podcast. You see what I'm saying?
They're not there. They're not there to listen. They're not there to answer questions. So if you can just devote about a good 200 square feet, 100 square feet, and make sure that they go over there before, because shopping for your products before, because let me just say this, people will drop anywhere from 60 to $200 for products. They
Yeah.
won't ever give that shit to you. So you trick them. So I just reversed it. And so what I did was, because I actually have bought low, sold high. It was more, I put all of my service dollar in the buying exercise of the product. They don't even know that they actually were paying me to do their hair.
Wow.
You understand? So, but you have to
What a
understand
unique twist
retail
to know that your product has as much value. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's do this. I saw Sandra. I saw Sandra say it's time to do this before we hop off. Here we go. All right, my homegirl, my colleague, Miss Latifa just hopped in the chat. What's up? What's up? What's up? This has been wonderful. A closing quick thought, right quick. On this buy. We got the selling. We kind of went into the sales a little bit. But any closing thoughts?
This is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Now, the labor portion you can't do. There has been when you guys find a rich cotton picker, just take a picture of it. I haven't seen it. You guys can take a picture of it. But your labor in the doing portion is to maintain a customer base. That is all your styling portion. But once you split that, the world is limitless. And I think that is where most of the 15-year sophomore and the 20-year juniors and the ones that have been doing it for 25 plus, 35, 40 years, you're ready to expand. You're really done with the labor. You're ready to get some young kids in there to train them to do your brand, to do hair the way you like to do it.
But that's for the professionals now. But when it comes to buying the hair care product.
Well, and let me just say this. And when you buy it, it is a symbiotic relationship because one of the joys of encouraging salons to bring the products back in is because you really want to get you know any brand should come with a manual in my opinion,
Right.
but just call your local beauty salon and just ask them
Right.
what
And you
is
know what?
what
To
is
your
your uh-huh.
I'm glad that you gave the model of how hair salons can become millionaires because that's something that everybody, you want to support a black business, right? But you
Mm,
just, you're limited when you just get the hairstyle.
mm-hmm.
Every single person in this hair salon, you have three R's: retention, retail, and referrals. If
Yeah,
you don't do those three things, don't bring your ass in here, not to work anyway.
well said.
And so for the
Well
customer,
said.
we want them to get a full experience. My mentor, he basically, made me vow an oath to a wonderful salon experience. And it's
Yes.
not the hairstyle. I mean, let's just be honest, okay? We up here. This is the dumbest shit. I'm talking about some dumb shit. The dumbest shit that people say about black hair is that I go to a hair salon for a hairstyle.
Mm-hmm.
That's some dumb shit, and that's real talk. Ain't
Yeah.
nobody coming in here because they want their hair. You pass 500 hair salons and wig. If you just want to do that, then you can buy a wig.
Absolutely.
Put this on your head and go buy a quickie. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
They're not coming in here. That's the dumbest shit that people say about black hair is that they're coming to the hair salon to get a hairstyle. That is not. That's the last reason they come to a hair salon. And Cheryl just gave the public and the professional the truth about what it's all about. And it truly, truly
Because if I make you smarter, I'm going to tell you everything. It's client to make you smarter. It's going to make you make better. It's to give you confidence. Just it doesn't make you not want to come to the salon just because I make you educate you.
right. And
That
when you're
that is
talking about
another myth.
right, and when you're asking like LB is in the chat about what about growing a teeny weeny afro out faster, it's the relationship with the salon. If you have a nice professional relationship with the hairstylist and a barber, and you get that initial consultation, they would soothe that and let you know. This is why I told you, Miss Lawani, for real, you definitely got that complimentary visit, but nothing can make your hair grow. And I know you're just being funny and everything, but that's real. People do ask those questions. And professionally, your initial consultation is like a date, or do you just want to hit it, split it, lick it, and quit it? Or are you trying to be with me for life? I have customers, I have put them in their graves. I have customers who have
Yes,
seen
yes,
my
yes, yes,
who have
yes, yes,
seen
yes.
my
I was
mother,
there.
my
I was
father,
there with right.
yeah, to their grave. So it's a two-way street. It's not like it's all about me. It's not all about me. It's all about you.
Yeah,
You guys are what's important, and we
absolutely.
are more than just gifted hands. I mean, it sounds good. Oh, you got grown. I don't have no damn growing hands. Okay, that's some dumb shit. Just be honest. It's good. It sounds really nice. But if I die
It
tomorrow,
does. It
y'all
does.
better go see Hair Savant. Y'all better go see Miss Clark. Y'all better go see Theo. Y'all better go see. It's all these hairstylists are in the chat. It's so many hairstylists in this chat. You guys go see them. If I croak up out of here tomorrow, that's what you're supposed to do. Don't just Ladosha. It's nice. It sounds good, but it's just not really real. So at the
Absolutely.
end of the day, the dumbest shit that people say about black hair is that people go to hair salons for hairstyles. They don't. They come for an experience. And Cheryl just pointed out, they're coming to get those products and get all the right information. And so, as she says, it's from the Lord. Yes, it is. It's from the Lord. Okay. All right, Cheryl. I think we did a wonderful job tonight. We
Hey,
rocked it for two
man, you're
solid
the best, Key Lolo. You're the best.
yeah, so speaking of the Lord, here you go. How about this one for you, Miss Clark? Here's one for the Lord. Here we go, for the Lord.
On some happy morning, on some happy day, I'm gonna step around and on the wings above, and I'm gonna fly away. I'm gonna home, home, some wonderful day. Well, I don't got no time to pack it, I don't got no time to wait, but nothing but the love of God in my heart gonna get me through that gate. I'm going
had us going. Cheryl had us just getting a lap for Jesus up in here. All right, guys. We will be back on Thursday talking about the art of Afro hair. Don't forget to share. Lawana, please hit me up. I got you, baby. It's all good. Cheryl, what do we say when we signing out? We're always talking about a whole lot of peace, a whole lot of love, and for sure a whole lot of hair. But check it out. If you ain't got it, don't want it, hey, can't go and plan on cutting it off, you can't stand it. We say, don't worry about that because all of that is beautiful too, and so are you. Good night, and thank you so much, Miss Sandra. We appreciate you.
Love you.
Love you guys. Love you.